Hey everybody, it's Abby. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Today is going to be my first update for my 20 and 2020 project pan. So if you didn't see the intro, go check that out. I'll link it below. But I'm going to be updating you on my progress so far. So the rundown of what I'm doing with this project is I'm trying to either hit pan or use up 20 makeup products in 2020. So I've got the last half of the year to do that. And the main reason I wanted to do this was to get use out of some of the older stuff in my collection, because I had just gone through and went through my emails and like my order history and stuff and tried to find, I got about 75% of my collection marked with like the approximate date that I got it, which obviously some makeup is older than when you buy it because it's probably been sitting in the warehouse or whatever for a little while. But just kind of a rough idea of how old stuff is. So I'm focusing on the things that are older, like lipsticks and that kind of stuff that could probably go bad, so I don't, you know, ignore them and use other stuff. And it's also helping me to not want to buy a bunch of stuff that I don't need. And along with this, I'm doing Shop My Stash videos monthly. I'm thinking about doing, maybe after July, doing like bi-weekly Shop My Stash, because a month is kind of a long time to use this. It's also easier for me to keep track of if it's monthly, because it's like, I know these are for June and these are for July, instead of like the first half of the month, second half of the month. It's, yeah, I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. And then with this, I'm doing a one in, one out rule. So I am going to be, like, if I use up something, I can buy one other product. So I'm just excluding lip products from that because I have so many lipsticks. One of my goals for this is to be able to fit all of my lipsticks into this little holder that I have. It holds about a little over 16. There's like 12 slots, but then within the back of it there's like a big open slot that I can fit a few more in, so probably like 16, 17, maybe 18 if they're really skinny. But I have a few that don't fit in there, so I'm trying to condense those, like use up or get rid of ones I don't like. Just before this, so a couple months ago, I did a rotation where I wore all of my lipsticks at least once, and got rid of a few from that I didn't actually like. The only other stipulation that I have with that is that lip balms will count as a use up, but I can't, like, I'm not gonna buy a lip balm as a replacement because I don't need any. Then I am allowed 5 exceptions, so I can buy 5 products that aren't use up. So basically I would probably only be allowed to buy 25 items the rest of this year, which is kind of a lot. And then I also had an exception for the Off J Kissa collab, which I already got, that I got before I even posted this. I wrote it down and then I got it, then I posted the video. And then I had in here one ColourPop order, but I am kind of taking a break, at least canceling for now ColourPop. I'm going to be talking about that actually on my Instagram. So I'm doing this project called Project Pansel that starts in July. Basically, a lot of project panners on Instagram are going to be going through our collections and looking at each brand that we have products from and seeing, you know, what their response is to the Black Lives Matter and all that, and seeing how inclusive they are, if they're supporting Black hair, people of color. And ColourPop is going to be one of those brands, and I'm going to be like panseling. So we're kind of working on like using up what we have from them and then kind of waiting it out, seeing if the brand like makes a change, or I can't talk, but if the brand makes a change or something, then we can continue purchasing from them. So I did not get from ColourPop, but however I did purchase another, an order of, mainly I was going to buy single shadows from ColourPop, but I found another brand that's Black owned that I ordered some from. They haven't shipped yet, so yeah, I guess I'll update you when those get here. I'm trying to figure out what I should talk about first. It's kind of taken me a while to get into the actual products. So when I started this, I made a list of the predictions of, so I made a list of 20 items that I thought would be my 20, you know, use up / hit pans for this project. So I actually have used up 3 items already this month, so I'm super happy about that. So the first one was this ColourPop Brow Boss Gel in the shade Blonde. I just used this actually first in my brows, and then I did the rest of it with the pencil. But this, I mean, there's like not really much product left in there. It kind of doesn't really work anymore, so I'm calling that done. And that actually was not on my predictions list because I thought that it was going to be done pretty soon. I was like kind of cheating to put it in there. And then the next thing was this Beautifully Bare powder. So this was one of my predictions. I even like repressed it to get all the powder, you know, because it was only around the sides, and I crushed it up and repressed it with alcohol to get all the product, like, to be able to use it up. So that's done. I think this is the no, this is the first one, and I have a backup of this that I already had. So, and the third thing was on my predictions list as well. This is the Eye of Horus Dynasty Brow Define. I don't think that these have different shades. I think they just have one shade of this, but I used it up totally, and then I, let me see if I can find the, yeah. So what I did, all the eyebrow pencils like this, I've talked about this before, but if you haven't seen that, you can, right where you twist it up at, there should be a little separation, and you can, once you've got it twisted all the way up and you think it's empty, if you snap it where that little separation is, you have more product on this little white piece. So that's what I did. I got probably 2 or 3 more days worth before it just completely snapped off. Usually I can get about a week or 2 left out of a brow pencil like that. So that is 3 used up for the month. I did make a couple purchases. I'm kind of like at my limit for, like, you know, I've bought the 3 products to replace the ones that I've used up. So this actually, this one doesn't really count because it's not like a makeup, but I tried to order the Colored Rain Vivid Pigment Palette. Colored Rain is a Black-owned brand. They're cruelty-free, and I'm pretty sure they're mostly vegan. I could be wrong. I think maybe, I know their eyeshadows are vegan. Not 100% on like their other, like the lip products and stuff, but they had their Vivid Pigment Palette, which is like bright colors, which I really wanted because I've been getting into more colors lately, especially with like the e.l.f. J Kiss palette. And I ordered that, but it was out of stock, and they refunded me for it, so which kind of stinks. But they are also known for their ginormous magnetic palettes. Like this is, so I have put some stuff in here. So this one was on sale. There's the collab with Power. Honestly, I have no idea. I probably should look that up. Here they are, but I like this black rose design, so that's why I got it. But I have put some things in here already. These are not new, by the way. They're just, I just put them in here. So like you can see how large this is. These are Makeup Geek eyeshadows right here, and then these are my from the Lunatic Cosmetics contour palette. And this isn't all of the ones that came with it, but a long time ago I got rid of the shades that I didn't like out of that, so I just dug my finger in there. But this is the rest of the Lunatic contour palette. So here's like some highlights and then some blushes and like bronzer contour kind of colors. And I never use that, so I figured if I put them in this palette I might remember to use it. But this thing is huge. This is supposed to hold 96 regular size eyeshadows. That's a lot. But I do want to get some singles from Colored Rain so I can put in there. And I did order some singles from Clarity Cosmetics, which is another Black-owned brand. And I think their pans might be bigger than traditional single shadows. So what I did, most of my singles were in this Z palette, but the only thing that's left in here is ColourPop, which is kind of what I was talking about, how I'm not really using ColourPop anymore, so I've kind of isolated those in this Z palette. And I had this bronzer like next to the black in this palette, so I like separated that so I didn't have any accidents. And then I ordered the Uma Beauty concealer and their contour stick. I was about to order their foundation too, but I watched Rihanna HY's video where she used it, and I was like the lightest shade. I'm pretty sure that's the one that she ordered, like the lightest neutral shade, because I'm more of a neutral tone, I think. And she got the same shade that I was going to order, and she's definitely more like, I want to say deep, but like probably 2 or 3 shades darker than me, so that would not have worked. It would have been way too dark, so I'm glad that I did not buy the foundation. But I'm pretty sure that the concealer is going to work for me, and then the contour stick would as well. So those actually should be here today, but I'll show them next time. And then the last product that I purchased to replace those things is this Milani eyeshadow primer. I had this a while back, but it kind of got old, so I got rid of it. But I got a replacement of this because I went to Target. And the only eyeshadow primer that I have right now that works is the Anastasia one, and Anastasia is one of those brands that I'm not going to be using anymore. So if I'm doing a look on camera, I don't want to be using that, so I'll use this Milani one. And then I also have one from e.l.f., the Putty Eye Primer, but I think I talked about this in the video too, but I just got this like right when I got the e.l.f. J Kiss collab, and it's kind of like drying out. So I am thinking that it's old because they did clearance these, so maybe they're like the batch was old or something. And then going over the products that I already had pan on, I did a whole video about this, so I'm pretty sure that I took pictures of each one though. That was before I started this Shop My Stash. But the, let's see, the Milani Prep Set and Glow I did not use. I did not use the NYX HD powder. The Beautifully Bare powder I used up, and the KVD powder foundation I did not use at all this month. Elf highlight from the contour palette, I did not use that. The Milani Luminoso blush, however, I am pretty sure that I have more progress, so I'll put pictures up, but here is what it looks like now, kind of a live like video. So I think that this line was only over to those first little squares there, but you can definitely see some more. It's not a ton of progress, but I used it as much as I could. I mean, every day that I wore makeup that I wasn't filming, I used this. This is the oldest product in my collection though, so I am trying to get that out. And then the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I did notice a huge difference in this, so there's what that looks like now. And this part, can you see from that angle, like this middle part is totally flat. Like I should hit most of that pan pretty soon. And yesterday or the day before I was using it and it kind of broke off, so I just threw it away instead of trying to like save it. But because you noticed it is kind of like cracked in there, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Like one day that would be a miracle if it just like crumbled, because then I would not deal with, you know, using the rest of it. So that was it for this video. So that's 3 out of 20 products so far. I don't know if that's considered good progress. How many 6 divided by, wait a minute, 20 divided by 6? Math. 3 1/3. I need to use up 3 1/3 products a month to stay on track for this project. So 3 is good, I think. Hopefully I can make some more progress this month. But yeah, so that's about it. Let me know what you think and subscribe if you like project pans. Let me know in the comments if there's anything like related to this that you want to see, or different kind of project pan videos. And give this video a thumbs up if that was interesting, and subscribe to some of the other ones, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.